wall and help us out with keeping the line straight.
Yeah. If you're a real feminist, you should really be crying out here. How women and children are being treated unfairly. So where are y'all?
And just the whole there's only men getting through. What's this?
Yeah, what's that?
What is this?
Yeah, pick it up at the border.
Yeah.
And that's what happened in San Diego.
They're immigrants too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm sure some of those immigrant women are fucking feminists. They're probably all part of that, whole agenda. They're all socialists.
Because of the globalists.
Yeah.
Because it all ties down to globalism.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it all boils down to, because they're the ones that created this matrix. They're the ones that created this way of life that we have, living in apartments and, people, trying to run away from their home countries instead of trying to make it better and, just really trying to dumb us down and make us low IQ. But... yeah, in San Diego, this woman tried to jump the border, right? And she impaled herself on border wall they have.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think it's like a fence or something. I'm not sure, but
it's terrible.
Yeah, dude. And it's like if you're willing to put your life in danger like that, and you seem perfectly healthy and everything, it really makes me wonder, what are your other intentions? What is it you're really looking for?
Yeah.
If you're willing to put your children in danger like that, what are you really looking for?
I don't know. I just think it's really messed up on what's going on right now. But, let's talk about some good things real quick.
Oh, yeah. Well, with that whole thing going on, I think it's because the whole Mueller investigation is completely imploding. The whole Russia investigation. Because Mueller is trying to get Jerome Corsi. I don't know if y'all know who Jerome Corsi is, but he's one of the big papas of uncovering all these government, mishaps and, wrongdoings and, all that fucked up shit, And, yeah, they're trying to get him to basically sign a thing saying that Jerome Corsi, Roger Stone, and Donald Trump had a meeting with the Russians or something to that. No, not with the Russians, but with WikiLeaks. Because WikiLeaks at the time had the information about the whole email scandal of the DNC and everything like that. Well, they're not getting what they want from Jerome Corsi, and Jerome Corsi is sticking to his guns and saying, "No, I did not have this meeting. I did not do anything to that nature at all." And basically, they're just trying to corner him to do it, but he won't, and that's screwing Mueller over. That's screwing the whole investigation over. And then Trump comes in on his Twitter, and he retweets something, I believe, from the Trump train. I think it was the Trump train. I'm not sure who he retweeted, but it was amazing. It was a meme that said, "Now that the Russia collusion is a proven lie, when do the trials for treason begin?" Now that's huge, okay? Because when Trump tweets something, he means it.
Right.
So, are we looking at the beginnings of the Hillary Clinton trials? For Obama, Podesta, all of them. Huma Abedin, Comey, all those big mofos. But the thing is, like I was telling Matt earlier, because we do a pre-show warm-up. We have a conversation, and we, kind of talk out what we're going to talk about here on the show. And I was telling him, I was like, if this is going to happen, if he's going to bring down John Podesta and all of them, then he's going to have to bring down the Federal Reserve at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. Because you can cut off the tail on the snake, but the head is still biting.
Yeah.
Can I have a hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Because if you want to talk about globalism and where it started, that's literally where it started.
Right.
Is the Federal Reserve.
Yeah. It's amazing.
It is. And so, we're basically just seeing we're watching history happen. We're watching the Second American Revolution right before our eyes. And we have been blessed to be in the middle of it. For better or for worse, which we're always winning, so it's for better. We're all going to be a part of this.
All of us.
Yeah.
No matter what. Literally. No matter, like, who's the opposite. If you're in America right now, we're going through it, yo.
Yeah, and if you haven't chosen a side right now, then you have already automatically chosen a side. If you haven't chosen a side, then you're already a part of the globalist. Because if you're not taking action against them, then you're helping them to take action against us.
Right, because you're not doing anything.
Right.
You're not speaking your mind. Once you start opening your mouth and everything, like, because, people are like, well, isn't it a little bit more difficult than that, as in, having to actually make something like this, like a podcast, or, going to, with a camera or a recorder, tape recorder, and just recording pretty much interviews with people and all that stuff. But it's not like that. It's more like talking to your friends and spreading the word like that.
Yeah, you don't have to do
you don't have to go and you guys can do it together. More voices stand out.
Yeah.
And the more voices that stand out, like how we're trying to be, then the better, And it's not that I'm just so sick and tired of, people thinking one side thinks they're right, and the other side thinks they're right, and then they're both saying at each other that you're wrong. And, this whole wrong and right and I'm better than you situation in this world just really needs to stop, because it's honestly petty and childish, and it's going nowhere in life, and we all look like a bunch of little kids here.
Right. And with that said, whenever these big trials happen, when Hillary Clinton goes down and Obama goes down, do you think it's only going to be Democrats that go down? No. There's a lot of conservatives that were part of the cabal that are going to go down just as hard as Obama, John Podesta, Hillary Clinton, or any of them. It's not just the Democrats, honestly. We have the neocons and everything. Everyone is complicit in not everyone, but there are people from both sides of the aisle. Democrat, Republican, I'll even say Libertarian, Green Party, whoever. There's people in every party
that are shady.
Yeah, that are complicit in the takeover of America with the globalist. And that is a fact.
What do you young children say? Salty? That is salty as hell, I tell you what. Dude, honestly, it gives me a headache knowing, I want to be as a Christian man, but honestly, as a good-hearted person, when it comes down to it.
And as a Christian man.
Okay, as a Christian man too, but I don't really want to throw religion into it, because religion has its war also.
Yeah, I know, but we love Jesus.
So I do, but just saying, out of humanity, as a kind-hearted person, that the way this world is going, man, is totally left field. It's it doesn't even make any sense anymore, guys. 90s peeps, listen to me. Do y'all remember when, things were cheap? What happened to...
inflation, man.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, that's just all part of the work.
Right.
But I'm just saying, just what happened... What even happened to us? What happened to...
people in general?
People getting along and everything like that. I went to a Pleasant Grove, Dallas, Texas, Pleasant Grove school called Fred F. Florence.
Right, we both did.
You went to Florence?
Oh, no, not Florence. No,
yeah.
Sorry. I thought you were about to talk about John Quincy. No, Quincy Adams.
I went to this middle school, Fred F. Florence, okay? And don't get me wrong. I was 1 out of 4 white people and everything, but I wasn't scared about it, or I wasn't cautious at all. I was just chill mode, straight chill mode. I was cool with everybody. Everybody was cool with me, because I think I was more of one of the outspoken white people there.
Yeah.
Because I would actually interact with people.
Right.
And everything, and some people are going to be like, dude, you're just too friendly. And I mean, maybe, but I'm just actually try to keep things what you would call copacetic.
Yeah.
And you know, I was standing in line this one day, and mind you, there was more Hispanic people than there were blacks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or African Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. And
black people. It's okay to say black. We're white, black.
Yeah, but
Chinese people are yellow.
Yeah, but we're
like,
why put color with it? You say where you're from.
I know, but why do you gotta censor your own speech? You know what I mean?
Well, I'm just speaking the way I want to speak.
Okay, cool. If you want to be PC, whatever.
I'm not PC, dude. I'm just speaking the way I want to speak. And but anyways, you know, these two Hispanic guys just started fighting because one cut the line. And it was like they were right next to me, and it was just like the guy in front of me just went in front of the other guy in front of him, and it just became a huge fist fight. You know, now what? We're not animals, people. We're not animals against each other. We know better. We were actually, in evolution, we are created to have couth and respect.
For each other.
You know, everything, you know, it just, we just have that knowledge. And people should have that knowledge to know what's right and wrong, and to know what, you know, that you're going to hurt somebody, so you might as well go get some air or something. Well, back off from it. Do something, man. Just don't sit there and, like, lash out, okay? There's no reason to. You can always talk about it. There's no need for a huge-ass group of people making no sense at all.
Yeah, even if there's gonna be
shouting to the rooftops.
Right.
Saying what they want. Okay, people in hell want ice water.
Right.
Do you see them getting that? No.
Just
okay, think about equal rights. Everybody's equal. Don't sit here and tell me in front of my face that it's okay for a rapist to be in the, what is that called? The what?
Oh, LGBT community. Yeah.
Okay, don't tell me that that's okay. That a 10-year that you know a man
a pedophile
can be with a 10-year-old child, or you know, and be supported of that. That's inhumane. That's wrong. That is sick. It is not. That is not friendly at all.
Yeah, pedophiles don't have any place.
Like, I'm sorry. Where are you getting all this from? Where do you think it's okay for that? Right. Like I said, Uncle Billy did something wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And those are the kind of people that you need to watch out for, but also still have your respect and loyalty, and have your own loyalty to yourself, and not lash out at those type of people.
Right.
Because you still want to show kindness of your heart and still do good at the same time, and not make this a huge bloodbath. Because there's no sense in having a bloodbath. There's no sense.
Right.
What is it?
That's what law is for.
Why?
It's to bring order.
Right. I mean, and it's the good order, though.
But
not.
No, I'm not talking about like an authoritarian regime. I mean, but even if you just follow the Constitution, things would be more in order.
Exactly. And so, I just want to put on there that there was never a left or a right.
Yeah, we didn't start out like that for sure.
We did not start out like that. Now, for you Democrats, I got a little thing for you guys. Okay? Let's open up your mind here, because I did a little bit of research of my own. Matthew McDonald. Wow. You did research? I sure did. This is crazy, guys. You know, I mean, because I've always, you know, the first time me and Bradley did this, you know, I was like, yeah, okay. And then, like, now I thrive for this. I thrive for the truth. Ever since I watched Alex Jones and all this stuff, like InfoWars, it's like seeing President Trump, like, literally go along with this.
Yeah, and then like, stick by his word.
But not, I mean, saying, like, unlocking the truth, man.
Yeah.
Unlocking the truth. And a lot of people are thinking that it's lies and stuff. Like, okay, but you're thinking that backwards. You're thinking that completely backwards, because why would somebody that's running the country